This water bottle prevented us from getting sick while traveling, and this is why you don't want to travel without it. Hey guys, Huang here, and today we're going to talk about the Larq water bottle. This is not a paid sponsorship or partnered with them in any way. I bought these water bottles on my own, and I wanted to share my thoughts and opinions on them. So I actually bought these bottles for our trip to Vietnam because the water quality there is less than ideal. The tap water there is not clean, and even locals boil the water or drink bottled water when they can because it's just unsafe to drink. And these bottles actually allowed us to drink the tap water when we had to, but I would still advise drinking bottled water or boiling your water instead. All right, let's dive into the bottles themselves. First off, there are two main kinds of Larq water bottles. There are the Larq filtered bottle, which is not this one, but the filtered one has a filter inside and a straw on top, and as you drink water out of the straw, it actually filters all the dirt and the other physical things that might be in the water itself, such as lead, chlorine, and other particles. The second type of bottle, and these bottles, are the Larq PureVis bottle. PureVis is their UV system that actually cleans and neutralizes bacteria and other microorganisms in the water. This kills things such as E. coli and other contaminants that can get you sick or give you the runs. So here's how this works. There is a UV LED on the bottom of the lid here that actually emits UV light and kills these biocontaminants that are inside of the bottle. The light itself actually breaks down the DNA of these microorganisms and essentially renders them useless, the same way that hospitals use this technology to sterilize things. Now, this can make the water safe to drink, but it does not purify the water the same way the filtered water bottle does. So if there is dirt inside of the water, this will not get rid of that. So the water that you put in here still should be clear and not muddy or dirty. This bottle has two types of cleaning modes, the 1-minute basic cycle and the 3-minute strong cycle. The 1-minute cycle is activated by pushing the top of the bottle once, and then the 3-minute cycle or the stronger cycle is activated by pushing the bottle twice. The ring then lights up and you know that it's doing its thing when this ring is basically just flashing blue. The 1-minute cycle is great for places that have semi-trustworthy water. However, when we were in Vietnam, we used the 3-minute cycle just to be sure. While we did try our best to use bottled water or boil our water whenever possible, there were instances where we just didn't have access to that and we needed to purify some water, say from a water fountain or from the tap real quick. In all my previous trips to Vietnam, someone's always gotten sick from something water related, and the cool thing about this time is that no one got sick because we were using this. Maybe we just got lucky, who knows? But all in all, I think that this was a great purchase and I'm still really happy with it because it gave me, at the very least, a lot of peace of mind as we had to go out and drink from places like public water fountains or tap water when necessary. The bottle itself charges with this micro USB port up at the top here, though I wish this were a USB-C port. The bottle does last about a month on a single charge. However, that does change if you are manually purifying the water a lot, or if you're using the stronger setting, which we did a lot in Vietnam, and that brought our charge time to about 2 weeks, which was still pretty good. There's also an auto self-cleaning mode that activates the UV every 2 hours for about 10 seconds, and that actually continually keeps the water pure and also prevents anything from accumulating or growing inside of the bottle. That actually keeps the bottle clean and fresh. I've noticed that for this water bottle in particular, compared to other water bottles I've used, especially metal ones, is that this one doesn't have that smell when you open the bottle after leaving it sealed for a long period of time. It doesn't have that metallic-y smell or taste. So I guess that means something is working with the UV, because it's actually very noticeable that when I open the bottle, you don't really smell or taste anything, which is how it's supposed to be. It's just clean. They do recommend cleaning the bottle every once in a while though, especially the mouthpiece here, because you'll notice this UV light area when you put it in the bottle, it actually is inside of the bottle. It actually doesn't clean the area where your mouth touches the bottle. So now on to this. There are actually two versions of the PureVis bottle, the insulated and non-insulated version. The insulated version has a double vacuum wall and it keeps everything inside of it cool or hot depending on the temperature of the liquid that you put inside. This does add a little bit of size to the bottle, and this is actually the largest size bottle, and it's actually only 25 ounces, while this one on the other hand is 32 ounces, and this is the movement version of the bottle that does not have the insulation. The movement version, you can tell, actually has this grip here, which actually, in my opinion, looks really cool and gives the bottle a really clean look compared to the insulated version. So I actually like the movement version better, even though this is my wife's bottle and I have the insulated version because I like keeping my water colder. But I will say the movement version does look a lot cooler. The other thing to note about these water bottles compared to a lot of other water bottles, or like a Hydro Flask, for example, is that these ones don't have handles. You kind of have to just hold them or put them in your bag. Personally, I would like if there was some sort of grip or something that's just built into the bottle. However, there is a sleeve you can buy that the bottle sits in that has a grip thing, but it's an additional 18 bucks. Speaking of money, these bottles can be a bit pricey, ranging from about $89 to $118. But I think that if you're going to a place with, well, not the cleanest of water, that this is a pretty good investment because everyone has to drink water and you don't want to get sick and ruin your trip. That's it for this quick video. If you have any questions about the Larq bottles themselves, or if you have any experiences with these bottles, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.